In the position you're in now, 7 years later, do you have kids your age or younger that die in a tragic, sudden way that wish to God their parents would go reach out to them through a medium?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, because
It's
I know it saved me. Did it also save you? Is what I'm asking. Did it speed up things for you?
yes. He goes, well, it's weird. I think as, people who are watching this, when you're looking at healing yourself, you're looking at you, your body, your emotions, your thoughts. And that's fine. That's how we're taught. That's why, oh, he's going off.
Good.
we're we're being held back. We're not being explained that we are more than just our physical bodies. And so if you can imagine now that you've left your physical body and you think that you have to do something to heal you,
Mm-hmm.
that it has to be just individually focused. It doesn't fly like that. Doesn't work so well. It is being able to connect with your family and he goes, and when I say family, I don't just mean blood relation. I mean anybody who is family.
Mm-hmm.
So important people that you love. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Um, you're tethered to them. There
Mm-hmm.
are these things like cords, and they can be healthy. They could be demonstrative. Great word,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
demonstrative.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're looking at healing ourselves, whether you're a person or a spirit, it relies on the people around you as well. So by helping you, I help me. By
Right.
communicating to you, I got what I needed. Because there's something too, people think that life is as easy as a book, he says, where time is linear. We have a starting point and an ending point, and we have these nice stories that kind of close up in chapters, and you turn the page.
Mm.
He says it's not like that at all. It's this bleeding out experience. It expands. Everything that you are going through is not just open and close in a story, in a chapter. It goes into other incarnations. It goes into the people that are around you. It goes into anything that can absorb it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
to think that it doesn't, you can really slow yourself down and end up in a vicious cycle.
Right. Right.
So these kids that are coming here that have this abrupt ending, like mine, we didn't get to sit around and hold hands and say goodbye and make wishes and it's just a fast end. And we're told, okay, well, it's the end. Close the book, put the book away, categorize it. And we're over here feeling all the energy that was left in everything, relationships, situations. Excuse me. I have a tickle in my throat now. And we have no way of remedying them, no way of reaching out and touching them.
So if you're not finished, you've got to work on that over there. You've got to deal with those emotions.
He said, yes, that's what I want to say. I was wondering where he was going with this.
Yeah.
Um, you have to finish the storyline,
Right.
even though it's not a.
Are there some connections you have, Griffin, with people? And I'm talking about you and every spirit that you can't finish the situation until they join you there.
There are some of those, yes.
Okay. But you also have to learn to, so you're telling me that you grieve too as a spirit.
Yes. Yes. It's different
Yeah,
kind of grieving, but yes.
right. Does it fuck up kids in general your age when a mom and a dad can't stop grieving ever?
That depends on the strength of the kid.
Okay.
Can it? Yes.
Have you had to talk to kids, like talk them off a ledge, like it's going to be okay? Okay. Or I'll
Yeah.
try my mom to reach out to your mom or help in some way.
Yes, there are big support groups over there.
Right. Where some kids know kids that are communicating through mediums, and they'll be like, I'll try somehow to get your mom, knock her on the head, or your dad, or whoever it is that isn't making it, you know? Yeah, because the kids, the guilt
He,
that you carry maybe needs
that's
to be relieved.
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Because the kids are often confused in why their parents are feeling that way when they themselves don't have that capability of feeling
that way.
that abundant amount of grief and guilt and pain and suffering. And
Right,
so if they're happy, they start to try to self-destruct
right,
because their family is not happy on
right,
earth. And he
right,
says it's not as traumatizing as how I'm explaining it because there
right.
really is no self-destruct button here. What?
Okay.
You get born back into life? That's the worst self-destruct button you could hit. He's laughing at himself right now. But
So
we
funny.
sit down and we talk. We remind them, remember how it felt when you were in that kind of position and what it would happen, how you would feel if that happened to
Right,
you.
right,
So there is coaching that comes. It's a weird thing. He's showing me a picture of um I don't know how to explain that. God, you had those emotions. Let's call them. I know I don't like that. Lower vibrational emotions. Let's do that. Lower vibrational emotions doesn't mean bad. Just dense. The dense and the light emotion range
right,
is the kind of gauge that opens. The lighter it is, the more that can come in. The denser, the less. So when they're on this side and they're trying to feel denser emotions, all of a sudden they can't absorb or learn the material that's happening. So you got to come over and kind of poke them and be like, man, hey, get them to laugh and be like,
right,
dude, you're dead. This is what's going on. And they start laughing and they're laughing. They start laughing and their ability to absorb and learn information broadens and then they can download that information instantly. It's not like they have to sit down with a book or have a counselor for 3 years. They
right.
just need to be in a happy mode to be able to access it.
So exactly. So Griffin, when you go through the act of what we have named death here on earth, which
Mm-hmm.
is actually going home, all you really do is drop your body. All your personality, all your thoughts, everything goes with you.
Mm-hmm. Yes, all you do is drop the body. Drop the mic, drop the
Yeah,
body.
right. Your vehicle. That's it.
Yeah, your luggage.
Right.
Your skins, mom, your skins.
Right. Exactly. And then somebody wants to know, how do you guys find people in heaven? Like when I asked Griff, can we talk to so and so? And he's told me before, no, I haven't met him, but I can meet him if you want me to, mom. But they've also gone and gotten people that they haven't met. How do you guys find people in heaven?
Do, 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 do,
Right,
do, do,
exactly.
do, 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 do,
Gotta
boo,
be
boo.
awesome, right? Yeah. He lives over there. Yeah.
Oh, he says, I'm joking with you guys. It's simply asking
Okay.
and you receive. Think about it like you have access to everybody on earth right now. You do.
Absolutely.
You
Right.
can find out where they live. You can just drive there. You can fly there. You can search and ask and meet them. You
Right.
have access to anybody's email address or
Absolutely.
website.
Yeah.
Let's use the website one. He says, I think that will be easier for people to understand. You have
Okay.
the internet, and the internet's just wide open, and you have access to it all.
Okay.
So when somebody says, "Hey, do you know that?" You're like,
Right.
"No, but I'll go look it up." same instinct here. We don't need to hold all the information and all the knowledge all the time. We're only going to hold what we want to use in that moment. Like
Okay.
our attention span, the internet holds the rest of it.
Okay.
So when you say so and so's there, I can go find them. All I have to do, just like you type it into Google and it pops up, I just think about that person and I'm connected to them. And I
Okay.
can instantly share with them my intent, where I'm coming from, what I need, what I'd like to do. And if they're in agreement, then they can come straight over and we make a connection. So
Right.
it's hell of a lot easier to meet people here
Right.
than to meet people on Earth.
Right. Because someone did say, why can't we have direct communication with them?
He says for people on Earth to have direct communication with spirits,
Hmm.
it kind of defeats the point of being separate. You came to Earth for some he said for some hard fucked up reason that you picked. It
Right.
doesn't always have to be hard or fucked up, but that's just what he wanted to say.
No, I feel you. To
um,
evolve in some way.
yes, and that involvement requires a narrowing of your perspective.
Mhm.
Griffin says, in my opinion, I don't think that enlightenment depends on your ability to communicate to spirit.
Mhm.
In my opinion, I don't think that you need to communicate with spirit to find. No, dig your hole, Griffin. Keep going. He goes, I want to say find a better existence of living, but I don't want to say better because I
Right.
don't want you to think that you're not on the right,
Path.
Yes. He goes, yes. So I want to say to you that, your outcome isn't dependent on that.
Right.
But if you came to Earth and you had complete access to communicate to all of us,
Right.
why did you even come to Earth?
Right.
The way that, oh no, this is interesting. I want to hear this.
Okay.
I'm like situating myself. I'm ready for this.
Okay.
As I asked him, I was like, well, what about people like myself
Right.
that, um,
Have a cheat sheet? Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
at a young age, it
Right.
was there.
Right.
I didn't grow up and try to learn it. In fact, I
Right.
tried to get rid of it several times.
Absolutely.
Who knew? Um, and he said, well, God, I wish I could talk as fast as he can give me information.
That's okay. But you're understanding what he's saying, though, right, Jen? Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
hard to explain.
he did well in not staying in the hole.
Okay.
But so he thinks that the human exists. I'm paraphrasing. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
He thinks that the human existence is meant to be without communication to spirit, but for those who communicate or came in this way are meant to be guides or anchors, kind of like how somebody develops a skill as a musician on earth. They're kind of the lead on the world of music. Um, so it is for betterment. Those are in air quotes if you're just listening to this.
Hmm.
And it serves a purpose. Everybody's capable of it, but not everybody is meant to do it.
Right.
Earth's not that kind of dimension. We can
Right.
go into other lifetimes in different dimensions, and this is just what you do.
Right. Right. I am totally dialed in with what you're saying, Griffin, that it would defeat the purpose to know everything, to come here, period. But I feel this has saved me, and I do not feel we are supposed to know all the answers. And even with this, I still don't feel I know all the answers.
Ditto.
Yeah.
He said, cool.